Today we're going to unbox the Seagate Backup Plus Slim portable storage solution, 1 terabyte size. I purchased this because I have an aging desktop with all my family pictures on it going back to when I got my first digital camera back in 2002, and about 500 gigabytes of pictures and stuff on there. Don't really have any software that I need to save. That used to be a big problem, but we like saving our pictures. Another reason why I bought the Seagate, I got this from Amazon. It was $60. I could find hardwired ones, open up my computer for that were remanufactured for $30. I could get a new 1 terabyte drive for internal drive for about $50 from places on the internet, but I figured I might as well go portable because it's so convenient. Didn't have to get a screwdriver out and disconnect the old slave drive I have inside there and put this one into use. So come on in, let's see what's in the box. Right on the outside it has a 2-year limited warranty. Package is sealed so we know it's new. There's a little seal on there. And the other reason why I selected this particular model is it came with 200 gigabytes of storage on the cloud from Microsoft, supposedly. Right here it says access and share your favorite files in the cloud. I believe it's 200 gigabytes. That's what the advertisement on Amazon said. Really don't see that on the box here. So we'll find out what happens there. Let's see what's in here. Hermetically sealed. We have instruction manual, it seems. Quick start guide. Share PC drives with your Mac also. And it says it has USB 3.0 and USB 2.0. I don't know which is which. Hopefully we have all the USB ports we need. Box is empty. I see a USB cable in here. That's the full-size USB blade. Doesn't have a micro SD. Now, I did buy a full-size to micro SD cable the other day so that I could use this drive also on my tablet or my phone. And bought it at the Dollar Tree, and it was $1. So there's your connection cable. And here's the drive itself. That's what's included in the box. Boy, that's nice and small. That's about the size of a 3G phone there. Now we're going to go hook it up. See what we get. This is the Amazon ad that I bought it from. Seagate Backup Plus Slim. 1 terabyte portable external hard drive with 200 gigabytes of cloud storage. I did not see that anywhere on the box yet, so I hope that's included because I'm counting on that to help back up my pictures. I also bought in the same shipment a cool mist humidifier, which I'm going to review when I finish this one. It's winter time, the house is dry, you're getting sparks off your sweaters and stuff, so I've had it'll have a pretty extensive review. Right now we're still working on the Seagate backup. Okay, I just plugged it in. Up pops here, Seagate backup drive, drive L. So it recognized it immediately. Go over here and right click on the Windows, go up to File Explorer. And there is the Seagate backup. It has a start here for Mac, start here for Windows. These files, the last file is dated 10/19/16, so this is a fresh one, that's for sure. Because this is December 24th, Christmas Eve. So here we're going to register it, put in our email address. Hopefully that'll get us to the cloud. Alright, we've filled out our information. We're going to sign up. Seagate dashboard software protects and backs your digital files on your computer and mobile devices. Install downloaded software after completing all steps. There it comes. 141 megabytes of installer. I don't see any auto run. Computer's working on something. Norton's analyzing the installer. It found it safe. We'll let it make changes to our computer. Install downloaded software after completing all steps. We did that. I don't know if the computer is working on something or not. Let's check the backup. And get any more files on here. There we go. We're extracting the files. Go on the old install shield wizard. So far this has all happened without my interference. I just had to put my name and email address in, and make sure you use the same email address as you use with the cloud if you already have a Microsoft account. We're going to go with the standard installation. This may take several minutes. So if you see a pause in the tape, it's because I decided to edit it for brevity. Go get yourself a cup of coffee. Now we get to launch the program. This is another reason why I bought the new drive. I kept getting low disk space messages for my backup in the partition of my main disk. As I mentioned before, I do have a slave drive in there also that I store a lot of pictures on internally. It's just a 500 gigabyte drive I took out of an old computer that crashed, but the drive was fine. Everything else in it, the power supply and all that, was hosed. So I've been using that for my backup, but it's full. We're still spinning. Something going on back here. Down here is where you add things to the cloud. I see that coming up. Connect a Seagate dashboard enhanced drive to activate features. I don't know what that means. Okay, up here we get to back up our data. You can do a mobile backup, and then from here you can save to and share on social media, and then you can also restore from here. And of course we don't need to restore, so we're going to go into PC backup. Over here you can schedule a custom backup plan or choose Protect Now. You can back up all files continuously or create your own backup plan. So I'm going to go ahead and do a full backup because I know 1 terabyte will hold a full backup. I'm going to let this run, and I'll let you know how long that took and how much was backed up on it. So stay tuned. We've been sitting here exactly 3 minutes, and it changed from 1% to 2%. So I know the backup's running. It really doesn't tell you the backup's running. If you go over here on the right hand side on a drop down, it'll say stop backup, so I assumed it was running, but now it's changed to 3%. This is going to take quite a while. I think I have just about 500 gigabytes on my hard drive. So, and I still haven't seen any evidence of this supposedly expanded Microsoft Cloud space. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this camera, and I'll get back to you and let you know how long it took to back up and how much it took to back up through that USB cable. Now, if you're in a hurry, you want to get an internal drive. Make sure your computer has a space to power it up and rack it inside. But if you're doing it through a USB cable, you can expect it to be very slow. But this has the capability to continuously back up, so if you're changing files and stuff, evidently it'll know that and go ahead and back up your fresh files and stuff as you're using the computer, as long as it's hooked up. So we're going to go ahead and pause the video, and I'll get back to you and let you know how long it took. We're officially 2 hours into the backup, and I started poking around because my computer went quiet. We're at 8% on here, and I don't think anything's happening. The only thing that was created on the new drive is this My Online Documents folder, which is empty. So the initial startup, although it cranked and chewed for about, I don't know, 20 minutes, half hour or so, and then it just stopped. So plan B is now in effect. This is our second try. We're stuck at 8% again. That seems to be where it stops after an hour and a half. It got to 8% in probably 15 minutes, and now we're stuck there. So we're going to investigate. Whenever I put my name and my email address in, that successfully registered the drive, and now we're going to click on here to sign up for our 200 gigabytes of OneDrive Cloud from Microsoft, free for 2 years. Ouch. And free for 2 years. So at the end of 2 years, I'll lose my 200 gigs unless I pay for it. Well, we'll use it till then. Enter my hard drive serial number. Okay. I clicked on where is my serial number, and there's a link to Drive Detect Exec. It'll give me the number. I downloaded it, and we're going to run that shortly. And hopefully I can just copy and paste that serial number, because I can't read it on the actual drive itself. So this Drive Detect Exec gave me the drive number, but I can't highlight it, copy it, so I'll have to write it down and then type it in. This is on Seagate.com. I got here by where is my serial number clicking. I gave up trying to get Seagate's backup function to get past 8%, and my Norton antivirus has a backup function, so I'm going to go to that and define it to come out on this L disk, which is the Seagate 1 terabyte portable hard drive, and I'll have plenty of room to put it on there. I used a direct copy for some of my pictures. I took a folder and it ran between 8 and 12 megabytes per second. That was the speed I obtained. It averaged about probably 10 megabytes per second in file transfer through that USB port. So I'm going to go ahead and set my backup to go ahead and run and go on to that L drive, which is the Seagate. And then I know I'll be secure. I got Norton antivirus to back up my whole system. It failed at first because I left the Seagate running and it came across files that couldn't be reconciled and backed up because they were open and in use. So I rebooted my computer and it finished in a few minutes. The entire process, copying through the UBS port, took several hours for 500 gigabytes. So now my system looks like this. The Seagate is still mostly free, even though I backed up my whole computer with 409 gigabytes free on my terabyte main drive. So it's a good deal for that. I still didn't get the Seagate software to work, and I did not figure out how to get my additional space on the Microsoft Cloud. It's going to last for 2 years. Still working on that. One of my main objectives for getting the Seagate backup drive was creating some room on my slave drive, and I've done that, and to provide the space for proper backup and recovery, and I've done that, and to make sure my photographs for the last 15 years or so are secure, and I've done that. The transfer rates are pretty slow, going from your hard drive to this USB drive. I'd say it averages probably 8 to 10 megabytes per second, depending on what else your computer may be doing at the time. And sometimes it would speed up to 20, but I don't know why. Cat just woke up. After registering your drive on Seagate.com, you follow the bouncing ball to get your 200 gigabytes of free cloud storage from Microsoft that lasts 2 years. I started out with Windows 10 getting 5 free gigabytes, filled that up pretty quickly, but now I have 205. You have to do two things in order to get that 200 gigabytes. You have to upload a picture. That's my new chair I got for Christmas. And then the next step is you have to upload a document. And that's my apple bread recipe. And that way they know it's you, everything's working, and then you get your 200 free gigabytes. And they have an offer there to get a terabyte of storage, which I'm not going to take advantage of because they're going to take money from me. And I just wanted the free stuff. Purchasing, installing, and using the Seagate 1 terabyte backup plus slim was not too painful. The data transfer rate is slow, so if you're going to be very busy with this, you might want to get a something that is internal that can hook right up to your extra slot for disk drives inside your desktop. But for portability and overnight backups, things like that, this will serve you very well. So I'll give this a B+. Everything works. Although, caveat, I could not get their backup software to get to work. But my Norton backup software worked just fine. I might go back and try getting theirs to work again, but it got stalled at 8%. And I don't know why. So, but it doesn't matter to me. If you have another backup software or you just want to store stuff on it, it works just fine. So Unconscious Mechanic with a 1 terabyte Seagate backup.